Welcome back to Studio F on Fast Times Willy B, where we're reviewing I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Russell!
Welcome back to Fast Times Willy B. I'm Willy B. I've got Rosie with me, and here we are at the end of the I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy that connects. There's 4 movies, but we're doing the 3 that connect with the original storyline. But director-wise, we've got Jennifer Caton Robinson, who this is the first movie I've seen of hers. So not much to go off in that sense. We do get Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. back. Obviously, know them from the first 2 films, and we get them back here. We also get, and a little spoiler, it wasn't really advertised, we get Sarah Michelle Gellar back in a little dream sequence.
Oh, yeah.
So that was, pretty cool as well. Madeline Klein, definitely the biggest name of the new stars of this film. And then Chase Sui Wonders was her name. She plays our main character, Ava.
Okay.
And then some other, obviously, cast. We get a new group of 5 here. But we'll start with the good. And this movie was fun.
I agree.
I don't necessarily think the movie was good, but if I'm going to talk about things in the good, this movie was entertaining.
I agree. I enjoyed the story overall.
Yeah, I think what they did with the legacy characters was fun enough. Jennifer,
They didn't overdo it.
No, I think Jennifer Love Hewitt still had a pretty backseat role. She kind of was just there supporting Ava. So we're still focused on this new group of 5. Ray definitely has a bigger role, and he owns his own bar now in Southport, which we found out is a part of the Carolinas. This movie, which I actually saw that it's when the letter that's addressed to Julie in the first movie, it's also addressed to North Carolina. So
Okay, I must have missed that.
we did miss it, but so makes sense because I was seeing palm trees and I was like, well, there's no way this is New England now because we were both talking like we kind of got that Connecticut vibe,
Right.
And I was like, but it's not West Coast because there's no way he's making it to the Bahamas from the West Coast.
No way.
So it makes sense where we're at in this. But Ray has his own bar. Stevie works for him, and Stevie's the outcast friend who gets sucked into one night with the 4 friends, and they have the accident. But Ray definitely playing a bigger role in helping them out and trying to figure out what's going on until we get a little bit of a fun twist with Ray's character. But all in all, like I said, it definitely has some flaws, but it was at the end of the day, it was still a fun legacy sequel. I think the legacy characters were done pretty well. I liked seeing the dream sequence with Sarah Michelle Gellar. It got to be a little too much at the end for me of that dream sequence when she starts turning into like the zombie. I thought that was like whatever, but at first I was like, oh, this is cool that we have her back,
Yeah.
So I enjoyed all of that. We probably get the best kills in the franchise in this movie.
Yeah, because they're using different.
Yeah, we get a lot of fish hook stuff still.
Hook. Yeah.
But like some of like the display of the kills is really good. Like when Teddy and his dad, who's like covering up all the messes of the town, when they get killed, they're like hung up like sharks that were just caught out of the water, and I was like, that is intense.
And with I don't know what it's called, but the little like bow that they at the very
harpoon.
beginning.
Yeah,
the harpoon,
that's the cool thing too. Like, yes, there's less use of the fish hook, but there's still
coastal vibes.
Yeah, like we get
fishing.
Harpoon kills. We get Milo is choked with fishing wire, and like that kill is insane too because like you could just see like how much that hurt on your neck, leading up to your death. Very painful. Being choked out with fishing wire would probably be awful. But like it's still very fishy. Port town kills, which I think I liked a lot, and I think the display of it too is what makes this movie stand out a little bit with the kills. Even like when the podcaster's killed, she's dropped from the boutiques or whatever it is, the clothing company's upper floor by a rope, and everybody thinks she was just troubled. But so the kills definitely upped the ante a little bit. I did enjoy the kills in this movie. I think the movie looked good, sounded good. We get some fun music in it. All of that stuff I would definitely throw in the good. Something I thought looked really good. If I'm going to talk about something like cinematography wise, I love the cemetery stuff. I thought the cemetery vibes were like horror peak. Like they felt Halloweeny. And this is a 4th of July movie once again, obviously.
Yes.
But like I love the way they set up the cemetery with the lighting and the trees and the gravestones and the little hut that the gravekeeper lives in. All of that, like I thought, looked good. And I love the continuity. I will put the continuity in the good. I mean, the callbacks we get to 97. Obviously, the legacy characters help with that. But
that was probably my favorite part.
Just like seeing how much it connected. And it even connected to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And I did as well because obviously, post-credit scene we get her roommate, Julie's college roommate back, and now somebody's after her.
That was the post-credit scene, right?
Yeah.
I really just like not even just that, just like all of the callbacks in general, like even the one where Teddy's in the sauna and it's like I don't remember what it said, you're next or something. It kind of like from how the last one ended.
Yeah. With
the steam on the shower.
Yeah.
And then they mentioned about
we get a lot of like.
Oh yeah.
We get Happy 4th of July, Julie, which is like the iconic line from the first movie.
Yep.
Obviously, the callback to it all happening on the 4th of July. That same road is where the accident happens again.
Reaper's Curve or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we obviously get the same note to the first character that gets a letter.
They mentioned about like running away to the Bahamas, and Ray's like, I wouldn't do that.
For reasons I don't want to get into, that's not what we're going to do.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool.
So yeah, there was a lot of cool little callbacks to the first two movies.
But I loved it because our theater was kind of busy, and you could like.
July has been awesome.
Yeah.
Every movie I've been in this month has just been loaded. Yeah. And I'm loving it.
But you can tell people have seen the other ones because when he said that, they were like.
Yeah.
But like you could like hear people like react to the callbacks
because you and I had just watched these for the first few times, so we don't have the nostalgia that a lot of people probably have for these movies. So for these people, it's probably like because I'm getting comments on out of theater reaction like I didn't love the movie, but like I still had a good enough time. And I'm getting comments like I loved it. I'm like if you had nostalgia for this movie, you probably would love it.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's what's kind of killing some of the stuff for me, but. Like I said, it's still entertaining for sure. There's still, a good amount in the good that I did enjoy with this movie. I was never bored.
No, I don't think so.
I was never bored.
It kept up pace real well.
Hour and 51 minutes never felt like it was dragging or it was going too fast. I think it was paced very well. And I think we get a decent enough third act. I think the final showdown, and obviously a little bit of a twist, albeit a little predictable. The twist was still fun, and we get the Jolie versus Ray showdown. Like... because if you haven't seen it yet, Ray's there, but I all of that's decent enough. Like it was still an entertaining movie, all is told. And there's just some things I have to complain about, which we'll get into.
Yeah, of course.
What else you got in the good?
I know that it'll probably be in your meh, but I'm putting the characters in the good.
I wouldn't put them in the good.
I know, but I'm just for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I feel like that's going to be becoming, and I know your reasons why they're in the meh, and I just think that that's going to be a more popular thing, them acting the way they do with the very millennial catchphrases and this, that, and whatnot. But
not even millennial. It's like even getting Gen Z and
yeah. So
it's getting generations beyond us.
Yeah, but I don't know. I enjoyed them.
It's crazy to think these people in this movie are playing kids like 6 years younger than us. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like we're their age, but
these ones are getting married.
6 years younger than you.
Yeah,
you're a little bit older than me.
Yeah, I am. Thanks so much. But I don't know. I like the characters in this one, but some might not agree.
Yeah. Anything else in the good?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So we can. I'll say one last thing in the good. I like that they stuck to the identity of what these movies are, though. 4th of July happens all there 1 year later. Like, Yes, you could say you use the same recipe, whoop-de-doo, but like I like that, so I'll throw that in the good too.
The same town, the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Definitely.
We can hop over to the meh. This is where I would put the characters. Um, and it's mostly because of the dialogue. I think I enjoyed the characters as friends. They were all great friends to each other.
Right.
Even Teddy, who goes off the deep end, like he has the back of Danica even after they break up. Like, so I enjoy all that, but I can't get past like Madeline Klein was who I was excited for in this movie, and she's probably my least favorite character because I just didn't like the divas on top, slay girl slay, like that just stuff to me. I was like, it's just so unnecessary. Can't we just talk like we're a normal human being? But,
Yeah.
People do talk like that. It's just not my lingo. So
Right.
it's I guess that's just me being like, I don't say slay girl. So, but like even beyond that, like there was just some things like she was super over the top into like not even like a strong like she had the person that would level
Fleur.
out. Like that Fleur stuff. I was like,
But I feel like that's becoming more of a popular thing that are.
I think it was just the lingo mixed with like her rich personality, and I'm like, I don't love her character.
Yeah, that's fair.
So overall, I put the characters in that. I do love the legacy characters.
Oh yeah.
But some of the supporting characters I'm here and there on. Also in the meh, I'd probably just put the predictability of it. I like what we get with it being Ray and Stevie, but I could kind of see it coming as soon as the second kill happened.
I'm so glad that I did not.
Because the podcast girl goes, you. And so instantly I'm like, well, it's got to be Ray or Jolie.
I did hear her say that.
It's got to be Ray or Jolie or somebody big in the town, like maybe Teddy's dad. And so there I'm like, okay, that just narrowed it down to like 3. And then you start getting like how close Ray and Stevie are. And I'm like, so I never like put it on the nose like super on, but I'm like, I always had that thought that it was them. And so like, but it was still cool though. Like I said, I still enjoyed the final showdown. So that's why I'm going to put it in the meh, because it was predictable. I don't think it was hidden incredibly well. I think if they took out the podcast girl saying you, it could have been even more hidden. But I mean, that's probably what somebody would say if you see somebody you recognize with the mask off.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So definitely not going to knock it there, but like all said, it was like the second one for me. The second one was a little predictable because his name was Will Benson. This one, when she goes you, and then you start seeing the relationship between Stevie and Ray.
I was waiting for someone's name to like kind of be similar like that because I was on the lookout for that one this time.
And as soon as Stevie like got killed, I still thought Ray had something to do with it.
I really had no clue. I was very shocked.
Yeah. So, continuing with the meh. I'd probably put the crash here.
Yes.
I didn't love the crash.
You know, the reason
I'd probably just put the first act of the meh.
Okay.
Like the wedding party stuff, you get your introduction to the characters, which is cool, but like outside of that, it's just not great dialogue. You're really not falling in love with any of these characters in the first act. And then the car accident I didn't think was that great. It's like he swerved out of the way. Like, who's dancing the road like that? Like, it's kind of dumb. Kind of a stretch. I think it would have just been better if they copy and pasted the first one and hit somebody. I truly think it would have been better in that case.
Yeah, because like to me it didn't have the same like, oh well we hit a guy with the car, we're gonna go dump his body in the river. Like it not their fault that the car fell over. You know what I mean? Like it was their fault that they were in the road.
It just felt like there was.
But I just
they
feel
did
like
less wrong in this. I mean, he was still in the middle of the road, so he's still at fault. But like
that's what I felt too.
There was just it didn't feel like murder like the first one did.
Yeah, they didn't like
dump the body.
move the body.
And they called the police and all of that. But so I didn't love that. Just the first act in general, because like I said, it took me a little bit to kind of get on board with some of the characters too. Like Ava trying on her clothes before the wedding, I thought that was a cringy scene. Like just stuff like that. I so in the first act, I was like, holy crap, I'm gonna hate this movie. I thought the fireworks didn't look great.
No. I agree with that.
I'd put the effects in the meh because I thought a lot of like the blood and body horror looked fantastic, but like a lot of like the outside stuff didn't, like the waves of the water or
I feel like there was something else too that
the
I
fireworks.
was
like I'm just
the fireworks definitely did not for me.
Yeah,
I feel like there was another like outdoor scene too, and I was just like,
some of the outdoor stuff didn't look great.
Which is so crazy because like just go film it.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, when they do everything practically, it looked good, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think that might be it in the meh for me.
I have one thing in the meh.
Like I said, just the big ones, the dialogue once again.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have in the meh?
The change with Danica having her engagement party to Teddy, and then all of a sudden she's having her bridal shower because she's engaged to another guy.
Yeah, it's quick. That is quick.
It was very quick.
I agree with that.
And
I thought the new guy's kill was cool.
His kill was great, but like...
I agree.
He didn't have...
And that plays into her character a little bit. Why I'm not a big fan of Danica's character. It's just like... It doesn't feel like a real person.
Yeah.
The way they talk, the way they act, the way they... relationship, like none of it felt real, and it's a bummer because I love Madeline Klein.
Right.
I think Sarah Cameron is such a great character in The Outer Banks. I even loved her in Glass Onion when she kind of plays that dingy, good-looking girlfriend. But in this one, they just I think made her too dingy and too arrogant above. I don't know. I didn't love it.
I didn't like the switch up of her fiancés, and I understand how it led to Teddy's spiral, and he's
and
living on the boat.
Blamed at first.
Yeah. But to me, it would have made more sense if that happened and Teddy ended up being the killer. You know what I mean?
I also got a little hint at Stevie when she was still friends with her.
Okay. What do you mean?
Having something to do with it.
Because
after a night like that, why would you become friends with that group again?
That checks out.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that for sure. But that's the one thing I was just because me and you both in the theater were who's that guy? We were did they switch? But no. But he wasn't even in the movie long enough for it to But I feel they mentioned something about karma.
Yeah.
And that since he had nothing to do with it, her new fiance, I don't remember his name. But they killed him when she was it's karma. Yeah. So, I don't know. I just didn't it. Was too
For
quick.
sure. We can hop over to the bad. Things I'd put in the bad. Probably the ending. After we get the Ray versus Julie showdown, I don't like that Madeline Klein's still alive.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that in the bad, and that she just shows up in the sea, and then, the next day they're out of the hospital eating, and they're talking about killing Stevie, who might still be I don't know. I just don't love that little sequence. I think it's pretty bad, actually. She got, a hook right to the upper abdomen. It didn't hit any major arteries or near the heart. It didn't tear up her insides. Come on.
True.
So, there's that. I definitely put that in the bad. What else would I put in the bad? There was something else I had, but I'm drawing a blank on it. You got anything in the bad?
I don't really have much. I agree with the ending with Danica coming back up to shore and them in the hospital and walking out together and going to eat, and I don't know. They're should we kill? But kind of gave leadway for another movie maybe, because they're should we kill Stevie? And there was a few, even with the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
It led up to, a making of a new one. Not saying there's going to be, but...
Oh, there probably
definitely room for one.
I think there will be one. I don't know if I have anything else in the bad. I thought I did. I'm drawing a blank.
I don't really have much. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah. It was solid enough.
Solid enough, for sure. I really liked them all, so...
Yeah. We can hop over to our final thoughts and ratings. What do you want to leave off with? I know what you did last summer. What do you give it out of 10?
I would like to say I love a post-credit scene. I know we mentioned it in the good, but I really enjoyed this one. I like that they get her college roommate back into it, and I love her sitting there watching the news, and then she just it kind of, I don't know, kind of suspenseful because the knock on the door, and then the music starts, and they're well, who's at the door? And then it ends up being Julie. I don't know. I like the post-credit scene. So, but I am going to stick it pretty high. I don't remember, if I'm going to be honest with everybody, what I gave the last two. But I'm going to...
8.5 and 5.
I think so, too. Yeah. I am going to stick this one at an 8, though.
Okay. For me, I'm going to stick this in between the first two as well. I think it's a little bit better than the second one. But I still think that first one's the best one. I'm going to just go flat 6 out of 10. I think it's a decent enough movie. It's nothing earth-shattering, not the best Legacy sequel I've ever seen, but it's still a solid one, especially with what we get with the characters. I don't love the new characters, which I've mentioned. I'd probably even say the dialogue is something I'd put in the bad. But all was told, I still had enough fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Some great kills coupled with a predictable but decent twist, making a Legacy character make his Legacy shit after that.
I'm very shocked because after going through that, why would you want other people to go through that? You know what I mean?
But
I don't know.
I was told I thought of the other thing I had in the bad.
Okay, let's do it.
Teddy gets his shirt ripped off by the guy in the car. Wouldn't that tell the police that he had something to do with it? The guy in the truck pulls Teddy's shirt off of him. He spins out of his shirt before he falls.
Oh yeah.
Plot hole. But like I said, still obviously 6 out of 10. Not the worst plot hole I've ever seen, but and maybe something came up about it and I missed it, but I do not remember hearing about that shirt at all.
Nope.
So like I said, definitely a solid enough Legacy sequel. It looks like a lot of people that love this franchise are having a lot of fun with it, which
I'm
is
so glad.
super exciting in my opinion. Like, that's like me. I mean, Halloween has made how many movies, and most of them are crap, but I love them all because I have nostalgia for that franchise.
Yeah.
So I love seeing people getting this Legacy sequel who are fans of this franchise and are very happy with what they're getting. Because when I was told, this is definitely not a bad Legacy sequel at all. Like, there's still, for me, it's above average. For a lot of people, they're gonna have fun with this one. And our theater was a good theater, despite the girls talking. But they left halfway through, so thank God. But yeah, had a good time.
For sure.
Definitely go check it out. That'll do it for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Rosie, thanks for coming on. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you're watching, check out some other videos. Hit the subscribe button or follow the social links down below. Always appreciated. Go check out our last 2 reviews of I Know What You Did Last Summer and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer if you haven't already. And let us know what you thought of the new Legacy sequel. But we'll talk to you all soon. Peace.
Peace and love.